The mysterious disappearance of Lars Mittank. What if a normal summer vacation ended in one of the most mysterious disappearances of the 21st century? What if a healthy young man, surrounded by friends, suddenly vanished, after a bizarre string of events that made no sense? No drugs. No enemies. No history of mental illness. And yet, the footage of his final moments haunts the internet to this day. This is the story of Lars Mittank. And it begins, like any ordinary trip. Lars Joachim Mittank was 28 years old. Born in Itzehoe, Germany, he was, by most accounts, an average guy, quiet, friendly, and well-liked. He worked as an engineer at a power plant. He had a girlfriend, a close relationship with his mother, and a pretty regular life. He wasn't the kind of person you'd expect to just vanish. In June of 2014, Lars and a group of 5 friends booked a holiday to Golden Sands, a popular seaside resort in Varna, Bulgaria. For Europeans, it's a cheap and cheerful escape: sandy beaches, bars, cheap beer, and sunburned tourists. It was supposed to be a week of partying, swimming, and relaxing. And for the first few days, it was. Photos from the trip show Lars smiling on the beach. There's laughter, drinks, music. His friends say he was normal and relaxed, enjoying himself. Until he got into a fight. On the 6th day of the trip, Lars got into a minor disagreement with 4 other German men, either at a bar or over a football match. Details are still vague. Some reports say it started over football team rivalries. Lars supported Werder Bremen, and the others supported Bayern Munich. Others say it was about something else entirely. Whatever the cause, it escalated. Lars was punched in the jaw, and possibly kicked in the head. His friends said it didn't look too serious at the time. They told him to get it checked. He refused, but later that night, Lars began complaining of pain in his left ear and headaches. The next morning, he finally agreed to see a local doctor, who diagnosed him with a ruptured eardrum and advised him not to fly until it healed. So when the group was scheduled to fly home on July 8th, Lars made a decision that changed everything. He told his friends to go ahead without him. He'd stay one more night, rest, and fly out the next day. He checked into a cheap hotel near Varna Airport, alone. That's the last time his friends would see him in person. Lars checked into Hotel Color, a small, budget-friendly building in a quiet part of town. He seemed calm at first. But that night, something changed. He called his mother, Sandra Mittank, panicked, whispering, saying strange things. He said he was being followed. He told her to cancel his credit card immediately. He said people were trying to poison him. He asked her to help him, to get him out of Bulgaria. His voice was shaking. Sandra, confused and terrified, asked if he'd called the police. He said he couldn't, he didn't trust them. Then the line went dead. The next morning, Lars took a taxi to Varna Airport. Security footage shows him entering calmly, wheeling a small black suitcase. He goes to the airport medical center to check if his ear is good enough to fly. The doctor tells him yes, he's fit to board. But then, something happens. Just minutes later, Lars jumps up from his chair, his eyes wide. He grabs his backpack, leaving behind his suitcase, passport, wallet, and phone, and bolts out of the airport. Security cameras catch it all. Lars runs out the front doors, sprints across the parking lot, jumps over a fence into the woods beyond the airport. And then, he vanishes. No one ever sees him again. The footage went viral. It's still online today, Lars running, terrified, looking over his shoulder, like someone was right behind him. But there was no one. Search teams combed the woods, drones, dogs, police. Nothing. No clothing. No body. No signs of struggle. His belongings, passport, ID, phone, and money all untouched. His mother launched a desperate campaign, TV interviews, flyers, hiring private investigators. Over the years, hundreds of sightings poured in, from Germany to Bulgaria and even Canada. None were confirmed. One man posted a video claiming to be Lars. It was fake. Reddit exploded with theories. YouTubers investigated. Podcasts covered the mystery. But still, no answers. So what could explain what happened to Lars Mittink? Was he experiencing a mental health crisis, like sudden onset psychosis or schizophrenia? A victim of drugging or foul play? Targeted by someone after the bar fight? Or did he disappear on purpose? Experts disagree. There's no medical record of past mental illness. No evidence of drugs in his system. And his behavior was completely normal just days earlier. So what triggered the paranoia? Why did he think people were after him? Why run, without taking his passport or money? Closing narration, suspenseful tone. It's been over a decade, and still, no trace. No body. No phone. No credit card activity. Just a young man who vanished into the trees on a summer morning, with nothing but fear in his eyes. And 1,000 questions left behind. Call to action for viewers. Tomorrow, in part 2, we'll retrace Lars' final 48 hours, examining every phone call, medical record, and local witness, and uncovering new leads the media missed. Part 1 ends with these questions. Why did Lars suddenly believe someone was following him, just hours before his flight? Who did he think was trying to poison him? Why did he abandon his phone, passport, and wallet, the only things he needed to get home? Was this a case of sudden mental illness, or did something far more sinister happen in Bulgaria? And what really happened in the hours between the hotel and the airport? In part 2, we'll dive into his disturbing calls to his mother, the hotel receptionist's report, the mysterious taxi ride, and the strangest clue left behind in the airport CCTV. Don't miss it. See you in part 2. Don't forget to like, comment your theory, and subscribe for part 2, dropping tomorrow.